Welcome back to Howdy, y'all, a TV show where we head out to some of these small town areas and take a snapshot of their lives and bring it back to your very own home on your very own television. My name is JW, and I'm going to be your host here, and just to kind of bring you back up to speed on where we are in our current show is we went out to this little town called Boomtown. Has quite a bit of history there in the background, and twice now they thought they were going to be a rich town, but the first time it just ended up being pretty much just a septic kind of thing going on out there, and second time it ended up being something very similar. So the folks of Boomtown, they're a special kind of breed to stay in this place, and it had a population of about 35 folk, and when we came out, unfortunately, one of the town folk died. And as the investigation kind of went on, we started to see something just a little bit strange. The best way I can describe it is a lot of these folk have been calling these things land sharks. There's some kind of giant worm tunneling through the ground, attacking folk. Many people have died since we've been on scene, and unfortunately, this town is kind of locked into, a lot of construction going on, it's in a little valley, and folk are kind of stuck here. When we last had our show, one of the folks, God rest his soul, Jojo Redman, ended up, for lack of better terms, riding one of these worms into a stone and killed both himself and that thing just to save his friends. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and pick back up and see how the folks of Boomtown are doing. So, as you might recall, we had Jojo Redman, God rest his soul, passed away. We have, let me get back here to the proper screen. We have Jessub and the Sheriff Ted Maverick Morrison are down in a bunker that they happen to find belonging to a Mr. Sorry, give me 1 second here. I need to get my audio on so that everyone can hear you lovely voices. Dale and Norma Blakely, who ended up getting sucked into the ground after you guys arrived. Ted, you and Jessub are down there in that bunker right now. Let's go ahead and handle you first, and then we'll handle the folk outside. What's going on down there in that bunker?
Well, I know we were looking for just some firepower mostly, and how much space was in this bunker for getting people down here. Does it look pretty secure? Like, what is it, cement walls down here, all that sort of stuff?
It looks to be cement walls. There's some carpets hanging on the wall there to just kind of keep the area warm. Not that it really needs to be. I believe we said this town is somewhere in Arizona or something similar, so it's not that big of a deal, but it does add a little decorum, if you would. Some of those walls are taken up by, for lack of better terms, there's just a whole wall full of guns, right? And that bench top that we talked about, and ammunition underneath of that, and there's walls of MREs and stuff like that. Now, size-wise, you could probably fit maybe 10 people into here safely, comfortably. If you really needed to jam them in there, you could probably get 15, but you're going to start smelling each other's farts real quick.
Okay. I want to look for, I guess, the highest caliber rifle in there, whatever's going to put the biggest hole that I can get into these monsters. You
are looking for the largest caliber that you could find in here. Is that that's what you're telling me? Go ahead.
Ammunition for it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do a smarts check just to get us going. I'm sure that's going to go real well.
Yeah, it's been going great. There we go. Perfect.
So, you're digging around and you open up one of these gun cabinets. You find yourself in there a 5.77 Tyrannosaurus Rex, my friend.
All right. I grab that, and do I find ammunition for it?
That's the problem.
Of course.
There are so many different calibers running up underneath that thing. You got 9mm, you got 223, You got yourself some 7.62 by 39. You even got yourself a 7.62 by 54R tin cans full of ammunition in there. You got a whole mess of 12 gauge running around, and you're just digging around, and there is just box upon box of ammunition. This is a prepper's wet dream. And you just can't seem to find any of that 5.77. You got the rifle, and you have an inkling that there's probably some rounds there. I mean, it doesn't make sense for this kind of man to have that kind of weapon and not have the rounds for it, but you're not finding it.
Okay. Well, I'll leave the rifle there for now. I know it's there, but I'm going to scoop up a bunch of those 12 gauge shells.
Sure, you grab. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like it's just waiting there for you. There's a bandolier full of them.
I was going to say bandoliers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's just you could do the whole crossbody bandolier if you really want to.
All right, sure, I'll do that.
Jessub, what are you doing down there?
Well, I'm going to want to reload my shotgun, get some extra shells, but is there a light source? I'm looking for a light source. We've got a huge fucking hole right in the middle of the floor where the former owners were sucked out, correct?
No, that's outside. That is outside there.
So it didn't happen in the basement?
No, this you guys were standing outside next to the trucks talking.
Oh, that's right.
I know, it's been like 3 weeks.
Been like 3 weeks. Yeah, okay, light source would still be good. Hey, tell me something. Did I notice, do they leave tunnels behind, or does it kind of like just fill in after them?
That's an interesting question. So, Jojo Redman could have told you because he was actually down into there. If you want to go out there, I'll tell you what. If you want to do a smarts check to see if you can think about like, what did you see? Where did you see it? You know, maybe you could think about it. Go ahead and do me a smarts check. It's going to be a CR2 though.
CR2.
Yeah, right. Don't worry about it. I'll just look at the dice pool and I'll tell you.
Smarts check.
You raise his volume up just a tad.
I can't raise anybody's individual volume, my friend. You guys are all at the same volume.
I'll try to get it closer to the mic. How's that?
There you go. Beautiful. You're now reading yeller.
Yeah, that's good. Much gooder.
Much gooder.
So, yeah, Jessub, you were too busy throwing gas tanks into worm mouths and blowing them up like a badass to actually, use your brain and think, maybe what's up with these tunnels? Are they leaving them behind or not? You just can't. You rightly can't recall.
Well, what I'm looking forward for right now, after I take care of the shotgun, is a light source, flashlight. Surely they got something like that.
Oh yeah,
and
explosives.
Definitely. Explosives.
All right. Well, explosives. That might be just a little bit different. Now, if you recall, there was a claymore at the top of the stairs, pointed right directly into your face whenever you walked in.
Yeah,
so
I ain't
there is
that.
Okay, you ain't touching that. All right. So let's go ahead and you can take a gander around if you want and do. The next game we play, there's going to be 0 smarts check because everyone's going to have high smarts. Do a smarts check. Give me another one. All right, so you're kind of digging around, you're looking around and you don't find any explosives. You're kind of digging around. But what you do find is a box that has a Tyrannosaurus Rex on the side of it. And it's about like this tall of a box. It's like this wide and it's heavy as shit.
I'll open up that box, take a look.
There's some big ass fucking rounds in there.
Hey, Sheriff, were you looking for this?
Well, yeah, I was.
Too bad. Fuck now. You. No, I'm joking, Sheriff.
Wow.
I handed over to the sheriff.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be any explosives down here. That might be something to keep somewhere else.
No. Did there seem like I didn't ask this earlier. Were there any doors in this room? Just the stairs coming down,
no,
right?
Just stairs coming down. There's a toilet in the corner. There's shelves of MREs. There you go. That's if you see in the Discord, that's what you found. So
Jeez.
Yeah, it's bigger than a 50 cal. It's fucking ridiculous. So let me. You got anything else you want to do, Jessub?
Nah, that's all I can think of at the moment.
All right.
Oh, fuck me. No, there is something. Sorry.
Well, I mean, if you're offering, I'll take you up.
Well, what's the skill? This seems like the perfect place to be able to do this. Oh, where the hell is it? I gotta pull up my character sheet. Give me a sec. Let's see. Keefe path. Poisoner. I can craft a variety of poisons. This seems like a good location to craft me some poisons.
That's terrifying. All right, let's take a gander. I want to see what it says to do in your that sheet there. Let me pull up that Jessub sheet there. Poisoner, you can create. See the table to the right for the effects. Okay. Roll a single skill die.
Right. Obviously, I've developed this skill over the years as a moonshiner. Obviously.
Yes. Oh boy, let me. Need to get my core rule book up here.
Wouldn't your moonshine be considered a poison to folks not from this town?
You bite your tongue.
Well, I mean, technically, alcohol is all poison. It's just that you're just poisoning yourself a little bit.
Save it for the pulpit, preacher. Oh, sorry.
Let's see. I'm trying to find this thing here. Give me 1 second here. What's your class, by the way? I mean, not that you really have any, but what's the character class? Maverick. All right, let me get up to there. Almost there. I want to see what the skill die does. Okay. All right. Almost there. Socialites. Engineer. That was your last character. Alright, here we go. Poisoner. Bullseye. Poisoner effects. Alright. So, you end up... Did you roll your skill die? I need you to roll... Okay, so it's a grit. So, maims enemy when hit. So, yeah, you're rooting around down there in old Dale, God rest his soul's place. And why is your camera so... There it goes. I was going to say, your camera is so fuzzy there, Dickie. For some reason, you're on screen. I guess you're just... The system was like, we need a handsome guy up there, and you just popped up. So,
Wait a second. Fuck you.
Wow. So you're digging around in there and you find a whole mess of stuff. Just a bunch of cleaning chemicals and some organophosphates, if you will, like just some nasty stuff. People don't, hey, why Dale's got it down there? Let's not ask those types of questions because we don't really want the answer to that. But you find it and you end up kind of making a jug of Jessub's special brew. And so whenever you get ready, you have that on you now.
Thank you kindly.
Yep. So let's move on over to the three that's out in the truck. We got Dickie Bennett out there along with sorry, give me 1 second here. Like, why is this thing not doing what I want to do? We got Shooter out there. Now somebody's just showed up. Cletus James, why don't you tell us just a little bit about your new character there, Cletus James? What's going on? Who is he? What's going on? What are you doing here, boy?
Well, I'm Cletus James. I'm the handyman around Boomtown. I just go around helping people and doing what I can. And I came out here on my own 2 feet, trying to get away from this big old creature that swallowed my friend Buckley and a few others that was out there. Martha sent us on a sent us on an errand to go see what really happened out here in these fields, and now I'm out here. I ran for my life all the way out here. I'm glad to be with some other people and the sheriff, and I'm here.
Now, Cletus James, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I seem to recall that as you came running up into one of them there pickup trucks that Diggy Bennett and Shooter McLean were driving, there some type of an animal crawled up into your lap, boy. What was that?
Oh, yeah. This here critter crawled up here, and he been hanging around my leg, shivering ever since. Stinks all to high heaven, but that's okay. I'll give him a bath later. The hell?
Wait till you milk it.
Milk him? What do you mean milk him?
You know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean. Like you milk a cow?
Yeah, why don't you head on over to the Sweetwater? They got a jar of it already made. Take it out. It's good for buttering your toast.
You talking about that Mini Merle milk that Joe sell down there?
You're holding the source.
No, I'm pretty sure this in here is Bobo. I think Minnie Merle's still back at the farm. I think he's still sucked up to a suction cup or something. I don't know, probably.
Probably sucking on that tea to the government, eh?
I don't know nothing about no government, sir, but I sure do. I do know that I'm afraid for my life, and this here opossum here afraid for his life, so I don't know what we gonna do about that.
You got nipples, Cletus. Can you milk me? Get in the truck. Come on, let's go.
Jesus Christ.
Milk? I got nipples too. That mean I can milk myself?
One very well could. Get in the truck.
All right then, and I just hop on up in this here bed of the truck.
Don't mind that box back there, by the way. It's a little fragile or whatever it says on the side of that box.
Anybody know why this dynamite's sweating? I mean, it's hot out, and I get it. I'm sweating too, but I don't know why it's.
I was told it cut that humidity.
So as I'm like turning the truck and trying to go back toward the bunker, I'm just like, thinking about it, can you even light wet dynamite? Is that even a thing?
I mean, I think the fuses in they're waterproof.
Yeah.
Usually.
You all go first.
You want to try and test one out, Shooter?
Kinda. I kinda really do. How far are we?
This might end up like oh, what's his name? I think it was probably when old Doc White was treating Bill Smith there on the July 4th when he done took his finger off with one of them M80s. We ain't gonna repeat that, are we?
No, we're not dumb, Dickie. I mean, come on. I mean, any old fool can, blow a hand off, but I feel like we can stand back far enough, or hopefully the fuses, last long enough, or
I think you should back this here truck up to the house.
I understand. Put it in reverse, and I'm just kind of backing up.
So you end up backing up there, and why don't the three of you in that truck give me one of them there smarts checks?
Nope, not doing it.
All three of us?
All three Ians.
I don't even think all three of us combined could give you a smart.
I'm thinking that might be one die in between the three of you.
It's actually a fair assessment.
You'll have to ignore the talent die on that. For some reason, it's rolling talent on every single one.
That's weird. Shooter, Dickie. Dickie, your smarts has got to be higher than that. Don't you got no smarts in your head?
It's not. Yeah, I mean, I do. I don't know what this roll is doing. It's doing weird things. I got.
I
clicked on the. There was another.
You are
I love you.
About as smart as a bag of hammers, boy.
There we go. There we go.
Even worse. Good job. So, none of y'all brains seem to recognize, the fact that, yeah, don't worry about it. Y'all back up. You back your truck up. What are you doing now?
You think you go in there and see what they're doing?
Yeah.
Report to him about what'll happen to our buddy.
Did you say you were being chased, Cletus?
I sure did. That thing was chasing me all the way out here, and I don't know where it went to. I couldn't see it.
What did it look like?
Well, it looked like a big old worm thingy, but it also looked like a butthole that swallowed up Buckley. So I'm not really sure what to call it.
Did you see old JoJo riding that thing in the sunset, though?
I saw something go soaring in the sky, and I thought, oh Lord, it gonna get me too. But there was another one chasing me, so I don't know where that one went.
There was a second, son of a bitch. Shoot, we probably should get inside. You know he's got some weapons in there.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Let's get underground before they come back.
I'm gonna grab this sweaty dynamite.
Yeah, won't you grab the humidity dynamite?
Kid, don't be bringing that shit down here.
It's good for you, boy.
Are you upstairs
Thanks.
to tell me that, Jessub?
Yeah.
No.
Thanks for that, Jessub, being downstairs and all.
All right.
We're walking down. You just see us gallivanting down with your box of sweat and dynamite.
So yeah, I mean, you get out of the car or the truck, and you head on into old Dale's place, and you pass through. Jessub, I have a question, Jessub.
No.
Yeah.
They're dead.
Whenever you open up that door because you saw the trip line, what did you do?
We left it. We didn't touch it. We stepped over it.
Okay.
I think we looked at disarming it, but we couldn't figure it out or something.
Yeah, you did. Okay, good. So I need all three of you ding dongs coming into the house to do me a smarts check.
Oh, Jesus Christ on crutches! Why? Why are you like this? Oh my God!
Oh! Holy shit!
That's right. That's right.
Holy shit!
Damn lucky. That's right.
All right, so
J-Dub, what's up with that?
well, hey, why are you talking to me like I'm the enemy or something, son? I ain't the one that made you dumb. You need to talk to God about that one and your mother, okay? Good Lord, I ain't do shit to you, son. Now,
Listen, smart when it counts, though.
I'm telling you what, boy, you just might have saved somebody's life, but let's find out. So, what's the order of operations here? Who's going in first?
Well, I'd have been last because I was trying to grab that sweaty dynamite.
So you got a big old handful of sweaty dynamite, right? And there's a claymore sitting in this stairwell. So let's fucking see.
Nobody told us we were smart, okay?
I would have waved Cletus to come with me while he was getting the dynamite. So technically, I would have been first in the marching order.
All right. So Cletus, I need you to do me. Now I don't know how witty you are. Let's find out. Cletus, I need you to do me a wits check, if you would, sir.
Oh no.
Does that talent die count?
No, the only thing I have a talent die in is my grit.
All right, so Cletus, you're kind of walking next to Shooter. You guys are kind of digging around, and you realize that you see the open door, and you're about to step down, go downstairs. Your foot's just about to hit this tripwire whenever fucking old Shooter sees that tripwire.
Woo, watch your step, bro. And you see me you see me pushing back, and I like literally get like cheek on the ground, looking right dead at this wire, and I'm like, "You see this wire right here?"
Well, who would put some fishing wire down on the floor? That make no damn sense.
Well, that shit right there ain't for cutting cheese, brother. I'll just go ahead and tell you.
You can see that it runs up to the claymore.
Huh?
You can see that it runs up to the claymore.
Yeah. So you follow it up, and I point to it, and it's sitting there, and I'm like, "You see that? That right there's angry Play-Doh. You don't mess with that."
Angry Play-Doh looks like a can of sardines. Why'd they tie this thing up to a can of sardines?
It most certainly is a can of the hottest sardines that you would ever eat one time. Now, come on, step over here gently, and down you go.
I'm a big boy. Maybe you should go first.
Yeah, you should probably stay in the
yeah. You tell if you see one of them there slithering butthole things again, okay?
What are y'all doing up there?
You didn't just tell him to stay in the truck.
I'm sorry, Sheriff?
You be careful on them stairs up there. There's traps all through this house.
Oh yeah, we found it. We found one for sure. Y'all wasn't just gonna let somebody know, or
we need to. Oh, I didn't know you were coming down here. We're down here looking for weapons.
I was making you perfectly good bologna sandwiches, and you just gonna do me like that.
No, we need to sweep this whole house, find any traps, and disarm them, because this is going to be our base of operations from now on.
So you saying, Sheriff, I shouldn't come in here with this here dynamite?
God, no. Dickie, get that shit outside.
Listen, we felt it was best to bring it in here because this stuff is sweating awful. Like, it's dripping.
It is hot.
You said what now?
We said it's dripping awful.
Right? Okay, I'll see you gents later. I'm out. I'm out, JW.
So
it's just sweaty. It just looks like it's leaking some of your shine.
Hey, man, perfectly moonshine, but won't mess with half defective dynamite.
How fast can I get out without actually touching them, the box, or the tripwire?
Oh yeah,
touch the box a little more, you'll get out real quick.
Pretty quick, Jessub. As you come outside, do me a smarts check.
Oh no!
And I'll be setting this thing back in the truck.
I would also be like, hey, also live mine. Like, I'm still pointing this out as we're, like walking away.
How do you want to spend that luck there, Jessub? And I didn't ask Cletus, how do you want to spend that luck?
Do I have any luck currently?
You can bank that luck in the public
big pool.
bank.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, or am I gonna need it? Now I'll bank it.
Your personal bank or the main one?
Main one.
Okay.
I've got one myself.
Okay, yeah, you can't hold more than one unless you're the fool. Okay, so yeah, Jessub, you just kind of go skittering out of the house towards the truck where they're leaving the dynamite now. Apparently, up to you what you want to do.
Well, what about?
I'm outside too. I'll keep you company, Jessub.
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, I'm running away from a big old worm with the butthole for a mile.
Right. Well, a little bit of advice: get away from the truck. Just stand on the front porch. I'm gonna sneak. I'm gonna go into sneak mode if I can, JW. Make my way over to that shed.
Yeah, sure. You don't even need to roll for it. You're in stealth mode. Cletus, give me a smarts check while you're standing there out on the porch, and then I wanna take care of Jessub, and then I want to move to these 3 ding dongs down in the basement.
Hey, and GM, just a question: did we take all the sweated dynamite out of that there building he's running to?
Well, I mean, what are the stuff that Shooter found? He only found a box. Holy shit, Cletus!
This has got to be a first for you, Cletus.
That's a prime example of when two brains smack each other and form a thought.
It's like the fucking Higgs boson, his fucking Hadron Collider inside of his head.
I think that was the right. I mean, it's the same amount of core skills, but Cletus doesn't have a talent die in smart.
No. I know. But it was a strange one, anyways, just like you, boy. So Jessub, let me handle Jessub, and then I'll get you Cletus. All right. So here's the order. I'm going to handle old Jessub. I'm going to handle him, boy. Oh, and I'll let you know what happened with that roll, and then we'll handle the Bell Factory down in the bottom of the basement. So, because y'all a bunch of ding dongs. Anyway, so Jessub, you're sneaking into the garage. Hey, go ahead. What you doing?
Yeah, is this on a concrete pad?
Yes.
It is. Now I know that preacher was shooter was already in here, but I'm just taking a look around.
Okay, so you see that there's a bunch of OD green blankets laying on the ground, and there's this place is a very well organized area. There's tool racks, and there's racks upon racks of not Connex boxes, but like Foot Lockers and stuff like that. So go ahead and do me a schmerz check.
Howdy, y'all. Sponsored by Smarts Checks.
Hey, can I use those 2 lucks for successful smarts? Is that how it works?
Yes, that is how it works. What exactly are you looking for in here?
Oh, fuck. No, I didn't have any special.
Hey, nothing special?
Nothing special. Just
nothing
seeing what
special?
was on it.
All right, roll 1 die. Just do a one skill die. Oh, perfect. So, you're digging around in there, right? And you find very nearby that dynamite, a box of 5 blasting slash and det cord.
Oh, well, I'm pocketing that.
Oh yeah.
So Cletus, who has never been named more aptly ever, just what a name! This is so perfect. I mean, you're playing the character so fucking well, man. Cletus, you're standing there. You probably got your hands in your pockets, and you're just looking around, and you catch this weird noise, and you're not 100% sure what's going on, and so you kind of peek around the corner, and you look out, and remember this whole area is lit up bright as shit because of these lights that the couple that had put up here, right? And you look out and you see the rock where Jojo Redman died, right? Along with the worm. And you see 2 worms out of the ground, just kind of up in the air, right? And their mouths are open, their butthole mouths are open, and they're making this weird kind of reverberating call, and they're kind of shaking back and forth as they do it. They're basically breached out of the ground, maybe like 10 feet out of the ground, right? And they're making this weird warbling cry. It kind of doesn't really, like, it's not something you would notice with all the action going on and everything going around unless you were focused in and thinking about it. And they're just kind of like shaking, right? And they're making this weird noise. That's what you see, Cletus.
So Cletus walks back up to the doorway, doesn't actually walk in, and he stands there and he says, "Now, my dear sirs, I do believe I have found a conundrum that we here need to solve. There is this here worms outside here making noises together, and I believe that they are calling other worms. They're about 10 feet out of the ground, and I'm pretty sure that we're about to be in trouble. There's about to be a horde of worms heading our way."
I'm immediately sus of Cletus because he just used at least 4 $6 words right there, and I'm not. No, he's a government spy.
Did this place have a roof access on it that we could easily get up onto?
Do a luck check.
I don't like that.
I don't like that. No, there's not. No, doesn't seem like it'd be something. He doesn't. He has
not even the garage either.
The garage, maybe. Do you want to try the garage?
Sure. Another luck check.
Yeah,
that.
another luck check.
Right.
So when do you start letting us start banking smarts?
No, nothing. Doesn't seem like. It probably just needed ladders to get up on these roofs, so he didn't really need a roof access available.
Hey, I do know what I want. What I'm looking for. I'm looking for any sort of containers, glass, and maybe plastic jugs, anything that I could dispense this poison into to make a couple throwable projectiles without just throwing the whole jug.
I'm going to start calling you left field, Jessub. We're talking about roofs over here, and here comes Jessub. Like, yeah, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't want this fucking deck cord. Give me some jugs.
No, I still want the blasting caps as well.
All right, go ahead and do a smarts check.
It looked like, the sheriff needed a moment to collect his thoughts. So, I thought it was a good opening. Did you say smarts again?
Yep. You want to bank that luck?
Yeah, group bank.
Nope, doesn't look like you find too much in that way.
Plus 20 in wits. Do we ever roll a wit?
The one time you did, remember what happened?
That's true.
Yep, so don't cry. It's okay. Dry them tears, boy. So, you three turds down there in the Bell Factory, what are y'all doing?
I head upstairs with that rifle and the ammo for it, and while loading the rifle, I'm going to watch out the window and see if I can spot any of what Cletus was talking about.
Yeah, you see the same thing, and they're kind of shaking, and all of a sudden they just go into the ground.
Now listen up, y'all. We need to sweep this place for any traps and disarm them quick, because I think we're going to have incoming soon.
Sheriff, what do these traps look like?
Well, I don't know, like traps.
Like cans of sardines tied to a fishing line. But yeah, I would be looking for traps. So whenever I got down, now that I know that there are traps here, that's what Shooter would have been doing this whole time. He'd have been kind of like not really walking very fast. He's just kind of really slow creeping, looking around, making sure that he's being real perceptive that he doesn't trip nothing or see anything that might cause issue.
I've got nimble fingers. Is that any good at disarming traps?
I don't know. Are you inside?
No, that was just a general question.
I mean, I would think so. That would be useful for that kind of thing.
Gives me shit when I don't talk about garages, and then when I do actually contribute to the conversation.
The conversation you're not there for, boy.
Once that rifle is loaded, I'm gonna get outside and climb up onto the roof.
Okay, give me 1 second here. Must do grit check. All right, so I added it to your sheet down there. You can see what it does. So basically, it's a single shot, kind of like the shotgun. Does 8 pierce damage. And every time you shoot it, you got to do a CR2 grit check, or you take 1 damage from it.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, literally,
that's realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just to kind of signify, you're getting aimed in and you're getting supported and all that. All right. So, yeah, Dick, you kind of, or Shooter, you're kind of looking through the house and everything, and you come across traps pretty much everywhere. Nothing too big. It seems like it's more the bunker was definitely the most dangerous. The rest of them look kind of like annoying more than anything. It just seems like it'd be a little more, pain causing than blowing things up. But yeah, you find it. So what are you guys doing inside of there? Besides, you got Sheriff getting up on the roof and he sees these worms kind of dig down into the dirt and they're gone.
So are we saying that like I managed to find them and that's all I did was I found them, or did I disarm them as well?
You didn't disarm them.
Okay, so yeah, I would have like found some kind of like can of spray paint, something, and I would have like, without tripping them, obviously marking them with some kind of a fluorescent color, or at least tied a rag close to them and said, hey, if you see one of these, like an attention drawer, essentially is what I would have done. My dumb ass ain't trying to disarm them, but I'm letting everybody know about them.
Yep. No problem. That ain't a big deal. Anytime anybody goes into there now, you ain't got to do a check. You know that there's stuff in there.
I was just waiting outside, like I told to do, stay by the truck.
Is there gasoline in this here bunker?
No.
Son of a bitch.
Somebody should have brought Cletus a 12-gauge shotgun. I would scoop up. I would actually scoop up a shotgun for myself if there is any.
Oh yeah, there is. That's not you got to check.
Yeah, and then I would have scooped up some sort of like a 5.56 or something, and would be trying to make my way out to arm Cletus as well.
Okay.
I'm just kind of making sure we have all bullets and stuff, and everybody's sufficiently armed. That way, if we do kind of have a last stand at the Alamo, everybody's got ammo to sling.
Okay.
Hey, just a heads up, we got a bonus die from Kittabos. Thank you, Kittabos.
Thank you, Kita.
And an equipment drop from Turk.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Equid drop.
All right, stand by. So, we'll stand by 1 second. I need my brain. My brain is trying to function here for a second. I feel like I'm trying to do smarts checks now too. Okay, I need to get down to the. Let me see. I need to get down to weapons, and then. All right, so we got the bonus die. Need to find a weapon. Where are you at? What page? Where are you? Rules. The armory.
128.
133.
130.
Yeah. Okay.
There it is.
Yeah.
Baseball bat modified.
All right, so Jessub, you're kind of digging around inside of that garage, and you come across this crate, right? Like it's a very strange crate. How can I best describe this? Let me think here for a second. It's a couple feet long. It's longer than it is wide. It's made out of this ebony hardwood that you've probably never seen before in your life. It is shined to this absolute just perfect gloss where it almost appears metal. And all across this thing are strange symbols engraved into it. There's a lock on the outside of it. And the lock is also just a little odd. It's this brass material, right? It's this brass material, and there's no keyhole. And there's all of these just strange symbols written on the lock. And you find that, Jessub.
What the hell? I poke it with a stick.
The box pokes back. No, nothing happens.
All right, I get down on my knees and I take a closer look.
You're looking it over, and I mean, it appears to be the strange symbols say master lock. There are, when you're looking at this lock, there are different. How do I say this? It looks like there's layers. Like you look at this thing and you kind of get this feeling that if you were to kind of push on it, like you would think that parts of this thing might move.
All right, I'm going to use my nimble fingers skill.
Okay.
And I'm going to see if I can figure this thing out.
Okay, let me see what that skill does. Where are you at? Jessub.
And it's a wit check.
It is a wit check. Go ahead and do a wits check. Add that talent die into there.
Okay. Come on, baby.
Like if I said, so Jessub, if I said, do you know what the lament configuration is?
No.
Okay. Carry on.
But apparently Sev does.
Yeah, Sev does.
I see.
So I just sent it in Discord. That's basically what the lock kind of looks like, but it actually has a clasp on the top of it.
Huh. Well, there's my roll. That's a pretty good roll.
How do you want to use that luck?
Jesus, you just got everything but the kitchen sink.
I'm going to throw it in. I'm going to use it as an extra wit.
Okay. So
oh, wait a second. I didn't even get a wit. So I use that as a wit.
Okay, you got the talent. The talent stars count as successes.
Oh, okay.
So you're kind of messing with this lock, right? And it kind of pops open in the middle. And you're moving things around, and you get it, and a little hole opens up in the lock. This thing is moving like it shouldn't be. Like it should not be this mechanical, right? Like it is more mechanical than it should be. And things are moving around, and you're kind of messing with this while everyone else is doing their stuff, and you're configuring, you're changing, you're moving, and a little hole opens up. And there's a needle at the bottom of the hole.
I'm thinking I don't want to get stuck with that needle.
Well,
that's
considering all of your successes, you have a feeling you see these next to the needle are these channels where it looks like liquid would flow into.
I'm thinking
sacrifice yourself, Jessub.
I'm thinking that this could be knowing poison as well as I do. This could easily be some sort of poison trap. But no clear idea on how to open this.
After you get this thing open to that point and you see this needle, you see that it looks like there is, like you think you got a feeling that you gotta donate some blood to this thing.
Son of a bitch. That's a strange feeling to have. Have I got a pocket knife?
Oh, sure.
What kind of self-respecting American doesn't have a pocket knife?
Right.
America.
I cut myself.
Bunch of Yanks.
I cut myself.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Blood's on the knife.
Okay.
I try to manipulate with the knife, with
So
the blood on it.
You stick the knife in there, and a couple of drops of blood come off of the knife into those channels, and it's almost magnetic. Like it just sucks that blood in, and you can hear some gears turning, but it doesn't open.
All right, well, I'm gonna sit on my heels and consider this for a couple minutes.
Okay, so let me go out to the other folks. So what's going on with the rest of you guys? So you marked off all the traps in the house. You like what's the rest of y'all doing over
I'd
there?
like to find a hand cannon.
All right, so let me see here. I need to get over here to the guns. Let's see. So, shooter, that's hilarious. Shooter, you grab yourself a pistol, or you were grabbing a shotgun and a rifle, right?
Yeah, I'd grabbed a shotgun for myself, and then I was grabbing some sort of a rifle, some small arms, or even a hunting rifle or something for one of the guys outside.
All right.
I've already put the shotgun on my sheet too, by the way.
Okay, cool. How is there no like assault rifle in this game? What the hell?
I thought there was one.
That's what I thought too. I'm not seeing it though.
Hang on, I can look if you need me to.
That's fine. I ain't gonna sweat it too much. There's a hunting rifle. We'll just use that one. Except for it doesn't have reload or the take aim action. I think that'll be good. Yeah, let's just go with that. All right, so you go out, you see Cletus just kind of standing there near the truck. Which one are you giving him the rifle?
I would give him the rifle since I have the shotgun.
All right, so
No, sir, I will not touch that. And Cletus backs up.
oh,
I don't need no rifle.
You don't need no rifle.
No.
Are you
no,
sure?
Sir, I don't like things that kill humans and animals alike.
Are you a man of God?
No, sir, but I don't like harming animals and humans.
Understand. So I take the rifle and I would just, I would give it to whoever wanted it at that point.
You could sit it in the back of that truck.
Yeah, I would sit it in the back of the truck, or if somebody sees it and wants it, then I'll sit it in the back. I'll be like, it's there just in case you change your mind.
so what are you grabbing, Dickie?
I'm just looking for a hand cannon, something that's gonna break my wrist when I shoot it.
Yeah, go ahead and just add a pistol onto your sheet
Okay.
with a damage of 4 instead of 2.
He said, understand, add a Smith & Wesson 500, 700 grain hard cast.
Pistol 4. It's 2 pierce or 4 pierce?
4 pierce.
4 pierce.
Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Anything else y'all want to do here?
I would just be hanging out on the roof while everyone's doing their thing, just looking for any of these land sharks.
You know what I'm going to ask for right there?
Smart check, probably.
Sheriff. Yep, give me one in there. Smirch checks.
I'm going to spend one of the banked luck to add another die to that.
Okay, go for it. So, Sheriff, you're up there. You're looking out there over the everything, and you're kind of watching and everything, and you see the worms are leaving. They're leaving the area. They're leaving away from you.
I know. Have a beautiful time.
They ain't heading toward Martha's house, are they?
Yeah, are they heading in any certain direction or just kind of scattering?
They're heading in a direction.
Which would be...
So you end up seeing, you saw 2 of them, right, that went into the ground. You see a third one that kind of met up with them. One of them is heading towards the city. The other 2 are heading off towards the west.
To the west, okay.
Yeah. And I want to note with that, the 2 successes on that smarts check, that that feels strange. Right? Like, think about pack animals. So if these things are running together, they'd be pack animals, right? Which would mean that they would stick together, they'd stagger out, they'd spread out. That feels like a very strange thing to see, where you see 2 kind of going in one direction and another one peeling off.
And by going to the city, you mean to the main, like, road through the town?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, so you see, this is what you see. So they all kind of group up together, they're going, and then one of them goes like this, and then the other 2 kind of continue off to the west. Because remember, you're up here, right? So 2 of them are heading like this way, and then the other one kind of gets to about here and splits off and starts heading down towards the southwest.
All right. I jump down, get into the truck, and start honking the horn. See if I can get everyone together around.
You bringing back the worms.
Shit, Sheriff, what the hell have you done? You gonna bring them to us?
Well, I saw them, they're worms, heading out west. And one of them split off by itself. It's heading towards town. We gotta get down there and help everyone.
Is there
Say no
anyone?
more. I jump in the
Hold
truck.
on now. I come up. Wait, I hear him honking the horn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I come out and I hear this and I say, well, hold on now. Is there anybody left in town? What was Cletus saying?
Well, that was just the group of people Martha sent out to go investigate what happened at their telephone pole.
Yep, and we sent everyone else back to the Sweetwater. So we need to get back there, gather everyone else, and I guess we got to stay here for now in this bunker. We can't get out of town yet. The road's closed.
So your suggestion, Sheriff, is that we drive to town, round everyone up, and then form what, a caravan to come back out here?
Yep. That's my plan. And why don't you here take this rifle? I think you're a better shot than I am.
Well, tell me something. You're a college boy, aren't you, Sheriff?
Yes, sir.
Can I show something to you?
Well, I ain't no doctor, if that's what Jessub.
Wow.
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. There's this box here. I just want to get your take on it.
Oh, all right. Let me see it.
He then spreads his ass cheeks.
I lead him over there. I lead him over to this box and show him. And I said, now be careful. Be careful. Don't be poking around. But this thing soaks up blood and moves in ways that something like this shouldn't be moving. And I can't quite figure it. You get any ideas in that beautiful college brain of yours?
Another smarts check?
Don't you have any abilities about this? I feel like you had an ability with this.
No, I'm a people person.
You're a people
Arts.
person.
Oh, that was, I think that was Shooter.
Nah, that was JoJo. He did.
Oh, it was JoJo.
Respect.
Dead as shit.
Shooter, you didn't have something like that? That you might have heard something somewhere? That wasn't one of your skills?
I do. I could check that. Sounds familiar.
Oh, you've got that. Well,
Yeah.
come on over here, Dickie.
Okay, I walk up from the downstairs, and I got the hand cannon. It looks like the Joker's hand cannon, where he takes a minute to pull it all out. I stuff it in my overalls here and hike up my chainsaw, since we don't need any more worms coming by. And I walk up, and what am I looking at, Jessub? We looking for a toy model of that red truck of yours so you can rub it in my skin again?
Yeah, we'll have that conversation later. Rest assured, son. Look at this. Appears to be some kind of lock. It likes blood. Yeah, you heard me. It likes blood. And I'm just not sure what to do with it right now. What the next step is. I've moved it about. Given it some blood. I don't know. You heard anything? You seen anything like this before?
So I look at it there, J-Dub, and it don't take long for me to respond. What am I doing here?
Do a luck check.
All right, I'm gonna use the one luck that I do have. That'll be an additional skill dice. What the shit? What the hell is that?
Powers combined, we're the worst character in Captain Planet.
What the hell is that?
Oh, my kid, go fuck yourself, bro.
Lean so into it, though.
We honest to God, don't deserve to live. We really don't.
No, I don't think you do.
So what's it making him smart chicks?
Dickie, you don't remember shit about no box with no government letters on it. You don't, nada.
So, Jesse, what I'm looking at here is something I ain't never seen before. And I don't know what the hell this means, but I tell you, it'd probably be a good topic on Ghost to Coast.
Yeah, that was a waste of time, Dickie Bennett.
Wow!
That's
my mom says that too a lot. I don't understand what it mean though.
He said, thanks for that, Dickie.
Well, I call over the entire gang. Do any of you Nimrods have any idea what this thing is?
Well, yeah, it's a box.
Sheriff, you were wanting to take a gander at it. You can do your smarts check if you want, boy.
All right, so it's still in the configuration where it's just a cube with the hole in it, or what are we looking at now?
Yeah, well, it's got a clasp on top too, right? I mean, it's not like it's not turning into a dagger or anything like that. Okay.
Oh, hey, that's nice. Good roll.
So, Sheriff, you're looking at this thing, right? And you something's wrong with it, right? Obviously, I mean, this thing sucks up blood and has mechanical movement in it. You know that if you want to open this, somebody's going to have to stick their finger in there and poke it and get poked by that needle. And you get a really, really bad feeling about this thing. Like there just something in your gut is knotting up looking at this lock.
Well, looking at this, I can tell you that if you want to open it, one of us is going to have to stick a finger in there. I wouldn't suggest it. Whatever it is, it's bad news. We need to just get back to town.
Sheriff, how about I'll go over there and God rest his soul and respect and all that. But how about I'll go get JoJo? He's still got some blood in there. We use his one.
You are one sick son of a bitch.
I'm just kidding.
Well, Dickie, as much as I do think that would work, I don't know if we want to find what's inside of this.
I don't think you'd want to find what's inside JoJo.
He's down on the canyon floor or something, right? Down on the gully floor?
Yeah.
Now, we've got enough to deal with right now with them land sharks.
I say we take this box along and we tell Martha that there's a $5 bill down there.
That is tainted blood, okay? Jessub.
Yes,
that'll bring the 7th level of hell upon us. Like 10 Marthas at once, okay? We don't want that. Yeah, we probably put...
Well, how heavy is it, JW?
You're muted, baby.
It's not heavy. It's not heavy at all.
Well, I'm taking this damn box and ain't nothing any you can say against it.
Jessub, why don't you hide underneath the seat?
Why don't you kiss my ass?
Don't get mad at me. The 8-track still works, okay? We can salvage it. I get back in the truck, in the back bed.
I stick my finger in, JW.
What?
What?
I stick my finger in.
He says, fuck it.
At least
I've stuck my finger in unsuspected holes my whole life and just shoves his knuckle deep right in there.
When I watch him do that,
listen to Dickie Bennett anymore.
That's some shit Martha would say. Just come on in there and stick your finger in it.
Yeah,
I fire up my chainsaw.
Oh God, Jessub, what do I do with you? So Jessub, you stick your finger in there, and when you stick your finger in there, you feel the needle go into your finger, and it hurts.
Damn it!
It's not until you feel the thing like clamp down onto your finger that you realize that things are very bad, and you feel your entire finger being severed off.
So what?
That
was my favorite finger.
You take 2 points of damage.
And Martha's.
And your finger is spraying blood all over the place like you're in a fucking Quentin Tarantino movie. So let's.
I ain't no smart man, but I don't look good.
I just spit on it. It'll be all right.
That ain't like no Chinese finger trap I ever bought at no flea market.
Does anybody have any first aid skills? A hanky, something?
No, we're all dumb.
I would be running back into the house and looking for any sort of medical equipment in there.
Anybody got a torch, a lighter?
Jesus Christ!
Is there? Do I see a torch in here garage?
So hold on now. So Sheriff, you go in there and there's fucking first aid kits all along the wall. I mean, like this is a prepper's house, right? So you grab a first aid kit and you're able to stop.
I would grab 2 because I want to toss an extra one in the truck on the way out.
All right. So we got one first aid kit in the truck. You use this first aid kit. You're able to stymie the bleeding. Jessub, go ahead and put 1 health back onto your sheet. Now, while this is all happening, obviously fucking Jessub drops the box, right? And this lock is making all of these weird noises, and that hole closes, and it kind of starts moving around. You can see the whole configuration of this thing changing, and then the latch pops open.
Well, while they're doing that, old Dickie's gonna set his chainsaw down and kind of find something to kind of lift the lid, like, you know, a pencil or a stick that he poked it with earlier, and lift the lid and open it up and see what's inside.
Inside is this, I guess the best way to describe the inside of the box while Jessub's bleeding out is it's crushed velvet. It's there are all of these very strange symbols written on the inside, and there's this indentation of where the crushed velvet is, and inside of that indentation is, I guess what would best be described as a glowing bat? Not like a bat, but a step up the bat.
Like a scallop bat.
Yeah, and it's glowing. It's glowing
So-
this odd green color.
So I wouldn't touch it yet, but I would step back, and you know, when I step back, you kind of hear like that aura sound, like that. "Ah." And I said, Jessub, I think it's a fucking radioactive Russian bat. Look at this thing, it's glowing. What is
Get that
this?
damn thing away from me!
I'll grab it.
And so when you pick it up, you feel absolute power. Like, just insane amount of power. Like, it's you kind of are getting a really good look at it now, and there's barbed wire wrapped around the top of it. There's just this awful green glow all about it. And all up and down the bat are these different engravings that kind of match with what was on the outside of the box. And it also, if you recall, matches the engravings at the that was at the back of that journal that you found from that doctor.
So I hold it up, and suddenly I'm standing there, and I'm like, you guys, I think I'm starting to feel smart. Is this what this feels like, feeling smart? And I look at it, and I'm kind of holding it, and can I shift hands? It doesn't want to like stay glued in my hand, does it?
No, it doesn't want to stay glued to your hand.
Okay, so I shift hands, and I look, and I see them markings.
And you can hear it as you move it through the air. You hear this like reverberation as it goes.
Star Wars ain't happened yet.
Yeah, it has.
Has it? 1980?
Fucking
What time is this?
70.
Well, it was in the 70s,
When did
wasn't
Star Wars come out there, Dickie?
Look, okay, we don't have a theater here in Boomtown, okay?
Get the fuck out of my face.
So I'm holding this bat, and I'm looking at the inscription on it, and I say, Sheriff, you're the smart one here. These crayon drawings, they look like the same ones out that book that you have. Take a look. And I kind of bring it up and hold it right in his face, but I don't hit him.
You don't hit him?
No, just hold it right there, like,
Okay.
look.
Like a 2-year-old trying to hold something in front of his dad's face.
So fucking annoying, right? Sheriff, you did?
Yes.
Sheriff,
He's
you
stunned at
did?
what he sees.
What do I see?
What I mean, you see exactly what I've already said. It's a bat, and it's got arcane, like, weird, strange scribblies all over it, and it's glowing green.
But none of the scribblies look familiar in any way.
Luck check me. There you go, Ted. It's not a smarts check for once.
Hey, I got one.
Why did you say that like
So-
a kid who just caught his first fish?
Hey, I got one. So Ted spent a lot of time reading books whenever he was in the universidad, right? He's a learned type of man. How best do I tell you this, Sev? you read Dune, right? So that was you. What would you say Ted's outside desire, not desires, but what? God damn, how do I want to fucking say this shit? What do you think his extracurricular activities included while he was in college?
He probably did quite a bit of reading, kept away from people mostly.
Called Martha.
I don't know. It's a good question. I hadn't thought about that.
Did you play the stickball in college, Sheriff?
Did you play just a bunch of pocket pool?
Yeah. No, probably didn't play a whole lot of sports.
Constantly beating it like it owes you money.
It's just beating it like a redheaded stepchild. A lot of psilocybin and AD&D.
So Ted, it just you're looking at this thing, right? And it doesn't the lettering doesn't strike you as arcane. Let's put it that way. It doesn't strike you as arcane. But the lettering is just very, very strange to you. And you think that you saw something in a non-fictional book whenever you were in college. But it was dealing with, and that's all you remember. You know that you've seen this before. At least something similar to it. You got a feeling that it's not arcane magical in nature.
Well, that's a mighty fine looking bat that you got there, Dickie. What are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna step up to bat, Sheriff. What do you think I'm gonna do? This here's Jessub's bat. He sacrificed a finger for it. I'm just holding it for him until he gets right.
Well, I hope it was worth it, but I think we need to get back to town now.
Yeah, just by the way, you hear what could only be the sound of a crash coming from the town. It's like what, 2 miles, 3 miles away, right? But there's definitely something happening over there.
I would get back in the truck and do we just have the one vehicle now? I don't remember.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have already been in the truck watching all this happen.
I'll get in the back and I'll offer a hand out to Jessub and I'll say, get up here. You gotta try this thing. It's gonna make you feel better.
I only got one thing to say to you. One thing. You can keep your tip hat.
Jessub, I'd give my right finger to try this bat out. Here, try it out.
I ain't touching it.
Hey, okay. Jessub, I would have given you that rifle that I found if you were wanting it.
Yeah, okay. I guess I can shoot it with my middle finger.
See, Jessub, that's why you need to take us here bat.
I ain't touching that damn bat. And my finger, I'm adding it to your tab. One pickup, one finger. You fucking owe me, Dickie Bennett.
Yeah, how you gonna change your 8-track now without a finger like that, huh? Just get in the truck, Jessub.
I climb in the back.
Okay, so everyone, what's Cletus? Cletus, you're just standing there by the truck watching this whole fucking shenanigan go on. What's up with that?
Cletus would have been trying to console Jessub and be like, there, it's okay. I'll be all right. We'll stop the bleeding here soon. And he like patting the back of his head. It's okay.
Gee, thanks, Cletus.
And then Cletus to get him back in the truck and just sit there popping daisies, I guess.
All right, so y'all are in the truck. You heading back to town?
Yes, sir.
All right, so y'all drive off. You're heading into town, and it's you're heading down that main road, and it ain't. You're still pretty far out whenever you start to see a fire. And it can only be coming from the Sweetwater.
That fucking bitch.
Shoot her! Shoot her!
Sheriff, you better forgive me for the crimes of passion that I'm fin to commit.
So y'all keep driving up. Are you still going?
Yeah, I would just pull up to the front of it.
All right, so as you start to get closer, you see the blacktop is ripped up in places. You see that most of the wrecks, sorry, not the wrecks, the city center, right, where all these, some double wide, some shacks and stuff are almost all wrenched down and just wrecked. You can see that the Sweetwater is on fire, and you can see a couple people up on top of the building. And you can just see there is circling around the Sweetwater are those ridges, and they're moving very fast. And as you get closer, those ridges stop. What are y'all doing?
So, like, as soon as we pull up, I would have immediately, like, dumped out of the side of the truck, shotgun in hand, running, like, toward the Sweetwater to, like, that's just what he would do. He'd try to go in and try to save it.
I'd jump in behind Shooter because he's my friend. He's my best friend. I want to make sure he ain't going to get burnt.
And as soon as you guys hop out of that vehicle, one of those ridge sets is coming straight towards you.
I'm going to throw it in reverse.
Put it in reverse, Terry!
Yeah, try and see if I can get this thing to just keep following me and get out of town.
Okay, so,
Splitting the party, sorry.
Oh, that's nothing new with y'all. Let's see there, Sheriff.
Actually, I'm like screaming out the window at this thing, like trying to get its attention as much as I can. Use my taunt ability.
Why don't you go ahead and use that? I was going to say, why don't you go ahead and do that taunt ability then, boy?
All right, so heart check.
While he's doing that, is it breached or is it just like another Bugs Bunny tunnel?
It's still under tunnel. It's tunneling.
All right, I'm going to spend one of our banked luck to add another die to this.
Okay.
And I don't think it's going to be enough still, but the 2 luck, I'll make a success.
All right, so that's 2. So the one heading straight for old Dickie Bennett and Shooter McLean stays on them. Why am I'm getting feedback. Is anybody else getting that feedback?
Nope,
Yes.
don't hear it.
I'm hearing it.
All right, there we go. All right.
I think you don't hear it because it's you.
What, me?
Yes.
Yeah, try muting yourself real quick. Yeah, it was you. Somebody's really excited about the music or something. I don't know. So, the one that's chasing after Shooter and Dickie is just going straight for him. You see the other one that was circling was about to start heading towards them as well, but instead it diverts direction and it just comes straight for that truck, and it is moving fucking fast as hell. Now, if you recall, there was only one that you saw coming down this direction, but you're seeing 2. Just letting you know. In case you forgot.
We're talking to people who can't even math, okay?
Okay. So look, it's Jessub. So there was originally 1, and now there's 2, right? So, Sheriff,
That's messed up.
You're driving backwards. Do me one of them there wits checks. See if you can make sure you're not going to flip this here truck over like some dickhead named Dickie Bennett. All right, so why are you getting all the smarts now?
Shit, I don't know. Because I don't need them now.
That's probably what it is. So, yeah, you end up turning this thing around and it's just following you out of town. Which way you heading, east or west?
Just going straight east. Did anyone stay in the car with me?
I'm still in the back.
One finger
Yep,
jack.
I'm holding on for dear life back here. You're going awfully fast.
JW,
Jessub, shoot that thing.
can I see him? Can I even see anything?
Oh yeah, man.
Dirt.
He's tearing up the blacktop. Like, you see a ridge of blacktop coming up behind you.
You got that sweaty dynamite with you.
Shut up there, Dickie man, you shut your mouth, boy. You ain't there.
We better not have that dynamite with us.
You do.
You do.
Oh, fuck.
Good thing you stayed with me.
Son of a... And they got out. Of course they did. You're going to be the death of me, Dickie Bennett. I just know it.
I'll play an 8-track at your funeral.
JW, I'm waiting for the opportunity. If this thing approaches the truck and opens its mouth, the jug of poison's going right in. But I'm waiting until it's like point blank. I'm not just going to waste my shot.
Okay.
But in the meantime, take my shotgun and just lay the barrel on the back of the what do you call that?
Tailgate?
Tailgate, thank you. And just take pot shots at it.
Okay. Go ahead and do a wits check. Cletus, what are you doing in the back there?
As soon as I hear that shotgun shot go off, you hear Cletus in the back go, I ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy.
Son, you are not right.
And he's just going to be like, I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do?
One wit. Oh, and I got 2 luck. Make it 2 wit.
Okay, so that's 3 because you got the talent die too. So yeah, you're you're taking pot shots at this thing. You're using your interaction to action to reload and everything. Just going through the street and going into it. You don't know if you're doing much to it because it's just coming straight for you. It's still coming and it's gaining on you. So Cletus, what do you got going on? You're just rocking back and forth, baby.
Well, Jessub didn't use that rifle I gave him.
He said shotgun.
Okay.
I did say shotgun.
Okay.
I like fucking Seb's face. Okay. I mean, yeah, you had the armor-piercing anti-tank gun, but
Yeah.
that's cool, dude.
He's like,
Lost a
thank,
finger, you
But
bunch
he
of
doesn't have a
assholes.
finger to pull the trigger. What's he gonna do?
thank God we sacrificed all them good bullets for them 12-gauge shells. You know, thank God for that.
So, Cletus, anything you want to do right now while this thing's gaining on you?
I asked them what they wanted me to do. If Sheriff or Jessub says something, he'll do it.
Well, go ahead, Sheriff Ted. Yell your advice out through the little sliding window in the back.
Well, Cletus doesn't have a gun.
I thought you said your big monster anti-tank gun is in the back.
Well, there's
your
also
recoilless rifle.
there's also a rifle in the truck that I laid whenever I tried to give it to him the first time, and he wouldn't take it. So I did throw it in the back.
Cletus, why don't you grab one of them there dynamite sticks and toss it?
My ears perk up at that. What, with dynamite sticks? It's safe to say I know the sweaty dynamite's in here with us, right? Bouncing along.
Oh yeah, you know it's there.
Throw that damn box out!
Just one or the whole box?
Just one
Throw the box!
French fried
Okay,
taters.
so I pick up the crate by the handles on the sides.
Dear God, out the back, towards the thing.
Oh, good.
And so we're going in reverse, right? Or did we flip around?
Ted flipped around.
Okay, so I pick it up and then I just go to lift it up over my head and I chuck the whole box at it.
Jesus Christ.
Grit check.
Jessub, you need to
Doesn't light one, just fucking chucks the whole fucking box.
Yeah, he's just like, whatever. Launches the whole box.
Before it blows up and kills us
Okay.
all? Yes.
Never mind the fact is, two guys back that way. Fuck it, we'll just make a crater out of the Sweetwater real quick.
it's gonna be a nuclear blast. What are you talking about?
And on this episode of Coast to Coast,
We're dead.
from the afterlife, we can all kinds of cool stuff.
Well, now, hold
We're
on
gonna
now.
tell you how
on now.
old school
Don't
nitroglycerin.
be pretending you're a couple of Einsteins. I'm amazed that you two aren't dead by your own hand already, you bunch of dipshits.
It's GM love. That's all.
Hey, Jessub, can you count how many fingers I got?
Wow! Hey, shut up! You ain't there. You leave Jessub alone. You ain't there. So, Cletus, give me a luck check.
Okay. And I'll bank that 1 luck in the public bank as well.
Roger.
Don't count that talent down that luck.
Okay. So, you chuck this thing out there, right? And no, didn't light it. Didn't do nothing. You just grabbed a crate and you threw it as hard as you can, which it looks like that in high school you could probably throw a football a quarter mile. Like, I mean, not that you went to high school or any school or preschool, but
Boomtown has a school.
yeah, Sheriff Ted teaches the classes. It's terrible.
We just use it to get free canned food every year.
There you go. So you yeet this thing out the back of the truck, right? And it hits the ground and it explodes. So we talked about this last time. Modern dynamite would not sweat nitroglycerin because of the preservatives and everything in it and the way that it's sealed, because TNT dynamite is actually, or I'm sorry, not TNT, but dynamite is nitroglycerin absorbed into charcoal type substances, so absorbents. And so that glossiness was due to nitroglycerin coming out of that, which is an impact, which is, okay, sorry. Anyways, so you throw this thing out the back. Sorry, give me 1 second here. I got...
I don't know who feels worse, me as the player or me as the character, because I did not understand a word you just said about nitroglycerin and all that.
Just switched off, and actual Dr. Judge Wolf just started talking right there, and everybody was just like, all right, yeah, cool. That sounds good. Like, he was Sheriff Ted and we were the idiot at that point.
Sorry about that. No, all right, sorry. Look, all right. TNT and dynamite are not the same thing. Okay, are we all cool with that?
Let's do it. We understand that.
Okay, yeah. TNT is trinitrotoluene, okay, which is a nitrated toluene. Okay? It is not shock. It cannot be set off by shock. Nitroglycerin, on the other hand, is a completely different compound that is not shock resistant. It will be set off by shock. So in other words, you hit it hard enough and it goes off. That's why you can actually absorb this shit into something, light it on fire, and nothing really happens. All right? It's the shock that makes it go. And so you take this stuff and you absorb it into like charcoal. That is dynamite. Now, old school dynamite, it wasn't done very well, and the stuff would sweat pure nitroglycerin, which means you impact it hard enough and it would go off. TNT doesn't do that. Are we cool with that now? We all good?
And you geniuses wanted to bring that box with us.
No, we left it with you. We figured you'd take care of it. No, but you got Lenny throwing it out the back of the truck right now.
So come on, did it hit this worm?
So you chuck this thing out the back, and I need Sheriff Ted to do me a witch check while I'm talking here. So you throw this thing out the back, and it slams into the top where that worm's going, right? And it blows up. And when it blows up, we need to find out what happens to y'all first.
Yes,
Y'all
it does
just-
like fireworks.
Y'all just ain't no good with trucks, I'm telling you.
It's because you didn't give us a Dodge one. You give us Fords and Chevrolets. You give us a D100.
Gave you a Toyota Tacoma.
Yeah, if you give me old 22 RE Tacoma, it'd be all right.
Sever, you dead? You there? I'm looking at your handsome face. Roll your fucking wits check, asshole.
What are you doing?
Wait, hold on. Did we ever use that roll from...
The extra die? You want to add that extra die onto there, Sheriff Ted? You might need it.
Sure. Just an extra skill die?
Yes, sir. No, wait, no. We deemed that dice for chivalry is a talent die.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, still, use some of our banked luck.
He's already done the roll. He can't do that, but he can use that extra die. And it was just strange, so it was nothing. All right. So I need Cletus and I need Jessub to do a wits check now.
on, baby. Yeah.
Okay. All
make
right.
It 3. Make it 3 with, that, with those 2 luck.
Alrighty. Oh, Cletus. All right, Cletus, do a grit check.
Cal, you got another backup character? How many townsfolk you got?
Use some luck, Cletus.
Nice. All right, so the dynamite goes off, and the Cletus, you're just standing there after you threw it, right? And you're like, and you see this viscous material just goes skyrocketing into the air after you threw this thing on it, but then the shockwave hits you. Okay, and it sends the truck into a spin. So Ted manages to keep it from flipping over, but I don't know, Jessub, maybe you just use your good hand because your strong hand child just ain't going to hold on to nothing, but you managed to hold on in the back of that truck. Cletus, you get ejected and you slam it into the ground, but you're just a big motherfucker. And you take 1 point of damage. And that's it. So I need to shift over to these other 2 ding-dongs. So Shooter, you got out of the car. You or the truck. Shooter, you and Dickie are out of the truck. What do you got in your hand? You got a shotgun, right?
Yeah, I've got a shotgun.
Okay. And Dickie Bennett, what are you carrying?
I'm carrying the glowing bat.
All right. So this ridge is coming right towards you. You just hear a voice screaming from the top of the Sweetwater. Dickie Bennett! Shooter! Get me down from here! No!
Dude, and we see the worm.
Yeah, it's coming toward you.
Okay. Shut up, Martha! Shut your mouth! Man, Shooter, it's coming. We gotta get ready.
Come to think of it, I think we should just let her burn. It wasn't all that important to me anyway. No, but I would be like raising the shotgun up, kind of. I'm not getting ready to shoot the worm or anything, but like kind of more or less tracking it.
Oh, it's coming straight for you. It's coming fast.
Oh. So I guess like I would be trying to level at it, getting ready to shoot it, and I guess it would be up to Dickie to pull me away.
And Dickie's like, nah, man. Like, let's do this.
He kind of is. He's standing next to old Shooter, and he's about to say, "You better cover me, cause I'm gonna knock this thing into next week."
I got you back, buddy. You Babe Ruth it.
I'm standing still right here, and I'm just like, about to die.
So the Sweetwater, it's on fire, but is it like how engulfed is it at this point?
25%.
Okay, so like I could still run through the front door and all that, and like like I could. Okay. So for now, I would say like me and I would be kind of backing up toward the door, and I would take a shot with the shotgun at the worm.
Go ahead and roll wits.
Wits.
Do we look like heroes silhouetted on the fiery background?
You look like 2 chumps about to die.
I'm about to die with 10 fingers though.
Oh, fuck, man. So
I got my strong hand.
So it's Dickie. It's coming.
Me like that.
Yeah. Why, dude? What did he ever do to you, man?
just writing this song called "Going Down in a Blaze of Glory" and.
Okay, calm down, Bon Jovi.
I said he's writing it. It ain't come out yet.
That's true, because it came out with what, Young Guns 2, right?
Yeah.
So, Shooter, I don't know how to fucking tell you this, bro, but you take a shot at this thing, and it hits it. It doesn't seem to do much, and it breaches out of the ground, and its mouth is wide open, and it's coming for you.
90. Okay, so after I launched that shot, seeing all that, I'm like, oh! And I'm kind of like trying to turn and run into the Sweetwater.
While he's doing, is the worm focused on Shooter then?
Yeah, it's definitely I mean, okay. This thing is like 30 feet long, so it's not like, oh hey, here it comes right at me. This thing is like it could have swallowed that entire truck whole.
I'm running up to. I'm fucking Excalibur. Step up the bat with this thing. I feel the power, JW.
You gonna feel something, boy. All right, so well, first off, I gotta deal with Shooter. Shooter, do me a wits check.
Nope.
Oh, honey. All right, so do a luck check.
Ooh.
Big bucks, no whammies.
All right, so you got one. All right, so fuck.
Let's see. Let me make sure none of my abilities count right here. No, I don't think any of them do.
So, this thing just, it catches you hard and it knocks you basically into the store. You take 6 points of damage.
Ouch.
Ooh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And so this thing goes flying by you there, Dickie Bennett, and you take a swing at it with Excalibur. Now we need to talk. We need to talk here for just a moment. Dickie, I have a question. Did you sacrifice your finger to use the Excalibur?
No, I didn't. That was Jessub.
Now I got another question.
Okay.
Would you consider yourself a good man?
Yeah, I like to think of myself as a gentleman that provides housing for the fine people of Boomtown. So yeah, and I like to inform them of the government happenings on the radio waves. So yes, Dr. JW, I consider myself a good man.
Would Martha consider you a good man?
We don't talk to her about that.
Okay.
So
I think it depends on if it's the start of the month or the end of the month when rent is due.
So you're a landlord. We'll start with that, right? Because them's always the best folk.
Hey.
Now I got a question. You know who I'm going to ask? Let me cycle over here to somebody that I think could actually answer this question appropriately. Cletus James, I have a question for you, sir.
Oh, Cletus, buddy.
Yes, sir, JW.
Now I know that you would never be a man to tell a lie. Would you
No,
consider that Dickie Bennett would be worthy of power?
He's not correct.
Mama always said power is as power does, and once you have great responsibility, you can wield that power. But Dickie got a lot of responsibility leading that there Whispering Pines. So, but he is kind of mean to Martha. I find her to be kind of nice, and she hires me for odd jobs around the camper there. But some people just don't get along, and therefore, since he has responsibility, I think he does deserve that power.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.
What did we hear? I have no idea.
That was just beautiful right there. That was Emmy award winning right there.
I don't even know how to respond to that. So, Dickie, go ahead and do a grit check.
Okay. Gentlemen, am I able to use a lock dice? Is that can I steal from the pool?
Please do.
Son, use as many of them as you want.
What do you gentlemen folk think? I can't do math. How many should I do?
Maybe 2 or 3. if the GM's allowing it.
Have at it.
All right, everybody, blow on the dice.
How many did you use?
I used 3.
So what is that? Hold on. So is that 6 luck that you used for 3 additional? I thought it was 2 per die.
I'm looking right now. I think it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's because it's from the main pool.
Oh.
All right, so you got 4 luck. How you want to use that?
We're attacking this. We're knocking this thing into next week.
So you're going to just turn those into successes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so now, Dickie, I need you to do another grit check.
Oops.
Wow.
Nice.
Holy shit.
I saw my friend get knocked into that building and it's on fire, Dr. JW.
So, you hit this thing, right? And as you hit it, there is, for lack of better terms, a green explosion. And literally the side of this thing just bursts outward. And you go flying.
Okay.
You go literally into the air and go flying into the air. And you have a feeling that if you would have been worthy of wielding this thing, like, that wouldn't have happened. It's almost like you got feedback from you hitting this creature with this bat. And you would have taken the exact same amount of damage. Except for your grit check. So you take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
And so you're launched over, and you tuck and roll, and you just manage it, like 5 fucking successes. You're fine. And this thing, the side of it just explodes out, and it kind of just keeps going for a minute, and then it just kind of sinks, like it just lays there, half into the sweet water and half out of it, with its guts just splayed out the side.
Well done, Dickie Bennett.
So when I see Shooter take the old high school hit like he was taught in football, he slides into that thing. I saw rage, I saw fire. And so I wound up and I kind of held the bat and I did the point, because it's about to be a fucking home run. And I came running up and I took a swing and I swung so hard and it hit the side of that worm thing, and it chunked, and I saw the gibs. It was ludicrous, and it done launched me, and I was like, yeah, how are we supposed to do, Shooter? And I fell, and I got up, and I used that bat to get up, and I got up, and I started limping my happy ass back towards the Sweetwater rescue my friend Shooter.
So, Dickie, as you're getting up, you see a truck approaching.
Not a truck. Is it red? Does it have an 8-track? Is it back? Is it back from the dead? Did I bring it back?
No, it's not. You're not that cool.
Oh.
You see a truck approaching, and you recognize the faces. It's kind of hard to see, but in the firelight, you can actually see who's in there. And what you see is the doctor and her assistant. Very strangely, though, they are not wearing their normal lab clothes, like their normal field gear. Both of them are wearing,
aren't they?
No, both of them are wearing black business suits. And they both step out of the truck as they approach. And that's where we're going to stop for today. So I need to move over to Severian. I want to get Severian first because I know he's probably got to get a little bit of a sleep in there because he probably only sleeping an hour a day. So, Sheriff, if you would tell us what's going through your mind as you spin out in that truck off there to the east.
Well, overall, things are going pretty good for Sheriff. I mean, so far, every one of these things we've encountered, we've been able to kill. I mean, some of the people of the town are, under the ground now, but looks like we've got quite a few in the Sweetwater we're going to be able to save. So all in all, he's doing his job the best he can.
Let's move on over to Nine Fingers Jessub.
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say Did we kill this thing? Do we think this thing's dead?
You think that yours is?
So I get on my knees and I pray. Thank you, dear Heavenly Father, that we have survived this encounter with this corporate spawn of evil. And wherever Dickie Bennett and Shooter McLean are right now, Lord, I hate them, and I hope they die horrible, miserable deaths. No, Lord, I take that back.
You better be thanking us.
Fine. So when I see them, I can give them horrible, miserable deaths. Thank you, Father. Amen.
And you ain't there, Dickie Bennett. You shut your mouth.
I was like in his head though.
Moving on over to the newest member of the group, Cletus James.
Amen there, Jessub. I land in almost like a superhero pose when I land on the ground. As the ground beneath me begins to crack away because of my size and my weight. And I'm happy to have survived another worm chasing me. But I'm not sure what tomorrow may bring, but I'm glad to be along for the ride.
And let's move on over to Shooter McLean. What's going through your head besides the wall of the Sweetwater?
I was about to say what's going through my head is about a 16-inch board at the current moment. So Shooter was about to just tuck tail and run. He kind of got the better of himself. But at the last minute, he saw, his buddy Dickie Bennett squaring up, and he said, I can't leave my buddy, so I guess we'll just go out together. So that's when he cracks that shot off. Unfortunately for Dickie, Shooter didn't get to see that, his big moment, because whenever I went through the door of the Sweetwater, that put me at I'm full weakened, full limping right now. I'm almost into trauma. So I assumed that I would have been knocked out essentially at that point. But now he's kind of coming back to, and he kind of looks around, seeing what's going on, realizing he's kind of, he's bleeding, he's limping, he's probably got a broke leg or something, and his buddy's beside him, picking up with this ball bat. So he's not sure where he's at. Obviously, he doesn't see the worm anymore, so hopefully it's gone, but he doesn't know. He's kind of rocked at the moment.
And then finally, last but not least, Dickie Bennett, step up the bat.
Well, Dr. JW, what I'd like to say is there is a lot of emotion going through Dickie Bennett's head right now, and that doesn't generally happen, and there's not much room for anything else up there, because I don't even know what I was going to say. But anyway, so when I saw Shooter get hit, it felt like I got hit. You know what I mean? So when I took that rage and when I gripped that bat, just like I did back in elementary school, I felt the power. And I took that power and I took that rage and I hit it. And I smacked that worm. And now that it is gone, I just hope that Shooter's going to be okay. And we've got the men and women in black just showing up. I'm telling you, it's the government. It's the communist Russians. They're here. And they're showing their face. Not
Well,
good.
Dickie Bennett, we know first off that you're lying because you ain't never been to any type of school.
No, okay, all right, you caught me there. You smart son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know. So, well, I want to take a moment just to thank all the players for being here today. I know we have a little bit of a strange schedule with Howdy y'all, but we gotta cater some folks and make sure that we can all be here, because otherwise it just wouldn't be the same show. So I believe as long as nothing comes up, we should be here back next Sunday. Is that right, Shooter?
That is correct.
All right, as long as I ain't got nothing going or none of the rest of the players got nothing going on, we should be back here next Sunday. I think we got maybe 1 or 2 more games of this. We started a little late today, so we didn't get quite as far as I thought we were going to, and that's fine. I'd just rather enjoy the ride anyways. We got some other channel content going on. We got Curse of Strahd coming up every so often, and hopefully once Dex gets kind of settled back in, we'll start seeing some descent into Avernus once more. And I know that as Sheriff Ted's life kind of settles in, is he's looking at doing maybe a 1 or 2 shot, and I know Shooter McLean's looking at doing one here soon. So, make sure that we appreciate all the new folk coming out here, and just so you know, any new follows end up getting yourself free mini Merle milk, 1 whole jar, milked by his own hand by Jojo Redman. Okay, this is organic as shit. Just saying. So if you're thinking about following, there's a little bit more incentive for that one. So until next time, I think we're going to go ahead and do a raid. If you'd hang out with us here for just a moment, and appreciate everyone coming out who did channel spins as well. That's what ended up getting the Excalibat and that extra die out there. So, everything that you do on this channel ends up affecting what happens on the show. So we enjoy having the audience interacting with us. I think that's about it. Any of y'all got anything else? Zev, got anything you want to add? I know you got your thing that you're trying to build up here soon, yeah?
Yeah, don't know yet what I'm going to be running, but we'll see. I'm going to be running something again soon. Maybe Saturday nights. We'll figure it out.
Oh, and I almost forgot the Star Trek game. I'm sorry about that. Dick, you've been running that for quite a bit of time on every other Tuesday night, so hopefully we'll be seeing another episode of that here soon.
29th there, Doc.
29th, roger that. Well, go ahead and hang out with us. We're going to shoot on over to the end screen and do us a raid here. So y'all come back now, you hear?